Finding nothing else to comment on, he continues down to assess Heather and Candace. At 13, they're the only others old enough to participate in this particular task. Or young enough. The adults hold their cold water survival in the river, having graduated from Doomsday Prepper 101 under the direction of my grandparents. By blood, I guess that makes me a third-generation misfit. Dad nudges our shoulders as he returns to the far bank to observe. Take off any extra layers or you're wearing them in the water. The scenario begins in 30 seconds. I'm not sure if there's anything as embarrassing as having a parentally selected boyfriend, but stripping down to skin-tight leggings in front of all our neighbors has to come close. I avert my eyes as Roy peels off his jeans and folds them into a precise square. He tries to help me out of my sweatpants, but I hop away, glaring. Don't even think about it. At Dad's cue, the scream of a whistle pierces the quiet aura of anticipation hovering over us. Like swimmers launching from their starting blocks, Roy and the girls execute expert dives and plunge into the deepest part of the pond. I will my legs to move, but my muscles betray me. It's only 2 months until I can run away to college and leave all of this behind. Somehow, knowing the wait is nearly over makes it harder to endure this nonsense, no matter how much I'm conditioned to expect it by now. At least I'll have a great conversation starter at freshman orientation. Hi, I'm Becca. I occasionally hurl myself into duck ponds and eat grubs for dinner. Want to be roomies? Another few seconds pass and I still can't conjure the mental fortitude required to willingly leap into a cesspool. The longer I look at the water, the more disgusting it appears. I haven't even touched it, and I'm already yearning for my custom-molded earplugs and anti-fog goggles. "Becca's a chicken," Katie shouts. She bends her arms into mock wings and prances in circles, pecking at the air. "Bok, bok, bok." I am not. My sister always knows what to do, what to say, to make all of this into a silly game. There's no malice in her jokes, unlike the jeering and heckling that rises from the crowd. Dad is silent, probably considering how he'll punish me for my hesitation. I set the timer on my watch and jump, refusing to give the onlookers the satisfaction of hearing me scream. My skin pulls taut over my body, the shock of the sudden cold worse than any chemical paralytic. The glowing face of my waterproof watch taunts me as I sink. It takes 9 seconds for overwhelming panic to seize my heart at the sight of the black, lethal nothingness surrounding me. Driven by pure instinct, I fight to the surface and scan for a splotch of orange somewhere in the mayhem. The weight of my clothes threatens to pull me under as I break into a sloppy, one-armed side stroke. I consider stripping off my waterlogged socks, but they're my only defense against the sticks and stones lining the bottom of the pond. Candace and Heather float by in their life preservers, breathless and pale from the exertion of retrieving them. I clench my teeth in anger. Anyone tiny enough to wear extra small safety equipment should not be subjected to this insanity, regardless of their age. They belong in floaties, with pool noodles and inflatable sharks, not 41-degree water deep enough to swallow them whole. I flop toward my life preserver and lunge for the strap. It slips between my fingers, but I manage to keep a grip on the buckle. I hold it steady with my hand as I dip below the surface and emerge beneath it, stuffing my head and arms through the appropriate holes. I don't breathe again until the straps are secure. Roy swims to my side, his hair plastered over his forehead like a sheepdog at bath time. He opens his mouth to speak, but he's cut off by the sound of Heather's sudden crying. Our heads whip around in unison to find her sinking in her life preserver, her thin torso slipping through the bottom of the too large vest. She bites the fabric and pushes herself up by the armholes. "Come on," I wheeze. "Let's help them." Roy nods.